They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Razorbacks offense will go to work first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense. An elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Finding an escape route. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Razorbacks are marching down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Extending the play. Fires downfield. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Slips away. He'll pull it down. Got the first down himself. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, there's big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They'll move the tight end. On the ground, it's Lacey. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And the Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From on the gun. Looking for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and still on his feet. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he makes the play, it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Yeah, and now they got to put it together, right? And then this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches, and so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
Caught near the sticks. It's Lee. It's a fumble, and this fumble bounces out of bounds. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends.
Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Penn State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Sometimes it takes quarterback. Plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the
Off play action on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Alexander. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Ran through the contact. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Leaves it with the back.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And the Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Washington. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, they're after him. Finds his tight end. Nice move there. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. That's caught. It's Brown. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. To the air. It's Green. Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Razorbacks have pushed it inside the 20. He'll keep it himself. Got enough space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Arkansas! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Makes the catch. It's Lacey. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's right. Breaks into the open. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Lee. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams have...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Got the quick completion. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Gives it on the option. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They want to run this quarterback. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking to throw, it's Green. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally...
It's a seam wide open. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. So now it's 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range there. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. Off play action. Now improvising. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Handoff from the gun. just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
That's caught. It's dribbling. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Wallace. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They kick it away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Green. Now adjusting. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem. The QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Got a man, it's dribbling. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Lacey. Runs through a tackle. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Grab behind the line. It's Lee. Smashes through the tackle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Rebels want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They try to pop a run on the draw. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And
the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Rebels. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for space. It's Washington. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Back to throw. It's Green. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's open on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Stepping to the right. Going to try to get it himself. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Razorbacks are on the move. Caught in the backfield. It's Blake. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll give it to the back. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback on the keeper. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Backfield, he's open. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Razorbacks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back to throw, it's Green. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to...
Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They get to the line quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Shotgun snap on third down. Trying to get behind the defense. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Catch in the middle. It's Platt. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance. And when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking. They get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pigs.
Dropping back, it's Green. Fires one high and deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we've played 3 quarters. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So we open the final period with a third down play. Grab near the marker. It's Green. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the returner will be brought down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got him in the open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Buying some time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Right on the money. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Jones. Touchdown, Arkansas! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. grabbed over the middle. It's Wallace. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
The play-action fake. Finds his man. It's Lacy. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Lee. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Green. Under fire. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Got a man. It's Jones. Jumped on top of the pile. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. He wants a big play here late. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote.